I therefore declare Boris Johnson to be elected as the Mayor of London.
This has been a long and grueling campaign, and I'm very sorry tonight. Well, I congratulate all the Assembly members on their election, I should say, but I'm sorry to see the loss of valued and distinguished colleagues. Richard Barnes, my statutory Deputy Mayor, who served this city with great distinction, Brian Coleman, and others. I want particularly to thank all the contestants tonight. All the contestants behind me, but especially Ken Livingstone. Ken, last time we stood here, I said some complimentary things about you. That not good with me. but I will repeat them in the triumph of hope over experience. Because of all the left-wing politicians that I can think of, I think over your long period in office, you have been amongst the most creative and the most original. And if only you will promise not to stand again, I much look forward to having that non-taxpayer-funded drink that we have so far not managed to fit into our diaries. Some of you may know that I have a 9-point plan. And I was canvassing in Harrow, and I met an 11-year-old who completely stumped me by saying, if you had a 10th point for your 9-point plan, what would it be? And I have to say my brain rather froze at that point, but I've got the answer now. The answer is to win on May the 3rd and then have a small celebration on May the 4th. And that is what I propose to do. Tomorrow we continue with our work, but tonight we will celebrate sensible, cost-effective, conservative administration in London over the next 4 years with a non-taxpayer-funded libation. Thank you very, very much, everybody, and may the 4th be with you. Thank you.
I want to congratulate Boris on his personal victory. Whilst Cameron and Osborne are dragging the Tory party down to defeat in the rest of Britain, not only have you won another term, but I suspect this result has settled the question of the next Tory leadership election. Boris, this election is no mandate for a fair increase. I support and will continue to support Labour Assembly members in those campaigns, but this is my last election. 41 years ago, almost to the day, I won my first election on a manifesto promising to build good council housing and introduce a free bus pass for pensioners. Now, I lived long enough to get one myself. I didn't think I necessarily would at the time. And since then, I've won 11 more elections and lost 3. But the one that I most regret losing is this. This is the defeat I most regret, because these are the worst times for 80 years. And London has needed a mayor to help them get through this very difficult period by cutting fares, by cutting energy prices, and putting people back to work, building good council homes.